Good morning, children. Due to network problem, I was unable to take online classes for you, but I'll send this video link and you can watch it. If you have any doubts, means you can contact me in WhatsApp. In today's class, we will start the chapter 1, that is chemical reactions and equations. Dear children, in our daily life we observe many changes. We observe many changes in our surrounding, like photosynthesis, respiration, rusting of iron, conversion of milk into curd. Okay, see here, in photosynthesis what happens? Carbon dioxide reacts with the water in presence of sunlight and a pigment, chlorophyll, to form glucose and oxygen. Here this carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere. Okay, the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere is involved in this reaction, and this water is absorbed by the roots. Okay, carbon dioxide and water reacts in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and they forms the product glucose. Okay, here this initial substances, okay, they are the reactants. They react and they forms the new product, that is glucose and oxygen. Okay, next in respiration process, it is the reverse of photosynthesis. In respiration process, glucose breaks into carbon dioxide and water. Along with formation of these two products, here energy also released. Okay, here this product, this glucose, it reacts with oxygen and it breaks into carbon dioxide, water, and along with formation of these two products, it will also release some amount of energy. Okay, next, in rusting of iron. Okay, if you keep an iron nail in an open atmosphere for longer time, will observe a brown colored substance is deposited over the iron nail. Okay, this brown colored substance is nothing but it is rust. Okay, here in this example, okay, in rusting of iron, Fe is the symbol of iron. Iron is converted into iron oxide. This iron oxide is nothing, it is the rust. Okay, next, last one is, that is conversion of milk into curd. Here milk is converted into curd in presence of enzyme. Okay, here this is the initial substance and this is the final substance. Okay, here this property of the initial substance is completely changing after the chemical reaction. Similarly, here also this iron, okay, its property, initial property of this iron changes completely. Similarly, here also, here this glucose in presence of oxygen breaks into carbon dioxide and water. Along with formation of these two products, it also releases some amount of energy. Okay, in this reaction we are providing, here in this reaction energy is released, but in photosynthesis, okay, here we are providing the energy in the form of sunlight. Okay, in presence of sunlight only this reaction will takes place. If there is no sunlight, then there is no photosynthesis process. In all these examples, we observe that nature and identity of the initial substance, changes either physically or chemically. So see here, if you observe all these changes, in all these changes, the nature and identity of the initial substance changes either physically or chemically. See here, this carbon dioxide, here carbon dioxide and water, okay, their composition, their chemical property changes, okay, also their physical property changes. So here glucose is formed, here also, here also, here also. In all the changes we observe nature and identity of the initial substance changes either physically or chemically. Okay, if nature and identity of the initial substance changes either physically or chemically, then we can say that chemical reaction have taken place. Chemical reaction have taken place. Okay, if the nature and identity of the initial substance changes either physically or chemically, then we can say that chemical reaction have taken place. Okay, before going to study the chemical reaction and how to write the chemical equation and how to balance the chemical equations, and before studying the classification of the chemical reactions, we will study the physical changes and chemical changes. First we will study physical change. Physical change. Okay, the change in which physical properties, the physical properties of the initial substance changes. Only physical properties of the initial substance changes, then such change is known as physical change. Okay, physical change is the change, okay, in which initial substance undergoes change in physical properties. Okay, this physical change involves physical change involves change in color, change in state, change in volume, change in density, etc. Okay, physical change involves only change in the physical properties. If the initial substance undergoes only change in physical properties, okay, if the only physical properties of the initial substances are changed, means then that kind of change is known as physical change. Physical change involves change in color, change in state, change in volume, change in density, etc. Now we will see examples for physical change. First example is melting of ice. Ice, actually it is a solid state. Okay, when it melts, it forms water. It is in liquid state. Here, state of the initial substance is changing. State of the initial substance is solid. After reaction or after a change, it is in liquid state. That is, water is obtained. This water is in liquid state, but composition of the ice is H2O. Chemical composition of this ice is H2O, and chemical composition of this water is also H2O. So here no change in the chemical composition. Here there is no change in the chemical composition of the initial substance, but this change involves only physical state. Okay, and so here no new substance is formed. Okay, here this change can be reversed. See here, on decreasing the pressure, on decreasing the temperature, liquid water is converted into ice. Okay, this process is reversible, and it is not a permanent change. It is a temporary change, and this change is reversible. It is a temporary change, and this change is reversible change. Okay, next we will see one more example, that is evaporation of water. Here, here this liquid water, when it undergoes evaporation, it forms water vapor. Okay, this water is in liquid state. When it undergoes evaporation, water vapors are formed. These water vapors are in gaseous state. Okay, so here this change involves only change in the physical state of the initial substance. Okay, here initial substance is in liquid state. When this change takes place, Okay, when this change takes place, the final substance, that is product, it is in gaseous state. Therefore here there is no change in the composition. Okay, composition of this liquid water is H2O. Again this composition of this water vapor is also H2O. Therefore here also there is no change in the chemical composition. It involves only change in physical state, and also here no new substance is formed, and this change is also a temporary change, and this change can be reversed by decreasing the temperature or by increasing the pressure. Okay, this change can be reversed by decreasing the temperature or by increasing the pressure. These water vapors can be converted into liquid water. Okay, and this change is also reversible change also, and also it is a temporary change. Okay, these are the two examples for physical change. Next we will learn chemical change. The chemical change is the change in which initial substance undergoes change in chemical composition and chemical properties. Okay, chemical change is the change in which initial substance undergoes change in chemical composition and chemical properties. This chemical change includes change in color, change in temperature, evolution of gas, evolution of gas, formation of new substance. Next we will see examples for chemical change. First example is formation of water. Okay, see here. Hydrogen gas reacts with the oxygen gas and it will form water. Okay, this hydrogen gas is highly flammable and catches fire, whereas this oxygen gas is supporter of combustion or burning. Okay, this hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, they have different properties. Okay, this hydrogen gas is highly flammable and catches fire, whereas this oxygen gas is supporter of the combustion. But these two gases combine and they will form a new substance, that is water, and this water is used as a fire extinguisher. But this water is used as a fire extinguisher. Okay, in this change we observe that, in this example we observe that new substance is formed okay, and properties of the initial substances are different from the final substances. That is, properties of the reactants are entirely different from the properties of the products, and also here we observe that there is a change in chemical composition of the initial substance. Okay, see here, this hydrogen, okay, hydrogen gas chemical composition is H2, whereas chemical composition of the oxygen gas is O2, but the product formed is water and its chemical composition is H2O. Okay, here chemical composition of the initial substance changes. So this is one example. We will see next example, that is conversion of milk into curd. Okay, usually in milk lactose sugar is present. Here milk is converted into curd. One more thing I forgot to tell, that here this change, okay, this change is permanent change and it can't be reversed. Okay, this change is permanent change and it can't be reversed. I'll add one more point here. This change is permanent and irreversible change. Okay, so next we will move to the next example, conversion of milk into curd. Okay, milk is converted into curd. Actually in milk lactose sugar is present. Lactose is a sugar. This lactose sugar is present. This milk is converted into curd in presence of enzyme. Okay, when milk is converted into curd, the lactose sugar present in the milk is converted into lactic acid. It is converted into lactic acid. So here initial substance, okay, it is lactose. Chemical composition of this lactose changes. Okay, lactose is converted into lactic acid. Lactic acid is a carboxylic acid, whereas This lactose is a sugar. So here we observe the change in chemical composition of the initial substance, and properties of the this initial substance is entirely different from the properties of the this final substance. Also here new substance is formed. Okay, and this change is also permanent change and it can't be reversed. Therefore, it is irreversible change. Next example, we'll see that photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis is the process of conversion of carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen in presence of sunlight and a pigment chlorophyll. Okay, this is glucose. See here. Here plants utilizes the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere and water. This water is absorbed from roots of the plant. Okay, this carbon dioxide and water, they reacts in presence of sunlight and a pigment chlorophyll, and they will form glucose and oxygen. Okay, here this reaction will proceed only in presence of the sunlight and chlorophyll. If one of them is not present, okay, if any one of them is not present, means this reaction will not proceed. Okay, so here we observe that chemical composition of these reactants are the initial substances. These reactants will change after the reaction. Here this is the product. Chemical composition of the glucose is C6H12O6. Okay, here also we observe that new substance is formed in the reaction. Properties of the initial substances are entirely different from the final substances. Okay, this is carbon dioxide, this is water, okay, this is glucose. Okay, this glucose further it undergoes glycolysis. Okay, it breaks to give the energy. Okay, but this water and carbon dioxide, properties of this water and carbon dioxide are entirely different from that of the glucose. Okay, so here also we observe the change in chemical composition of the initial substance, and this is not a permanent, it is a permanent change, and this reaction can't be reversed. Okay, it is a irreversible change. And so we will add one more point here. Okay, here along with this formation of glucose, oxygen is also released. Oxygen gas is released. This gas is oxygen gas is utilized by the living humans. This oxygen gas is used by the human beings for respiration. Okay, this is one more example. Okay, next we will see another example, that is respiration. Respiration is a exact reverse process of photosynthesis. Okay, in respiration process, actually this respiration is different from the respiration actually what we say. According to up to this class, you might have studied that respiration means intake of oxygen and output of carbon dioxide through the lungs. Actually, respiration means in cells, okay, glucose breaks into carbon dioxide and water along with the along with the some amount of energy. Okay, here this glucose, breaking of glucose takes place in presence of the oxygen. Actually this process takes place in cells. Okay, see here, C6H12O6, this is the chemical formula of glucose. It reacts with the oxygen and it breaks, this glucose breaks into carbon dioxide, water, along with this along with formation of these two products. Here some amount of energy also released. Okay, so again if you observe here, if you observe here, composition of the initial substance is different from that of the composition of the final substance, that is products. Okay, also here properties of the reactants are entirely different from the properties of the products. Also here new products are formed. Also it is not a temporary change, it is permanent change and it is irreversible change. Therefore respiration process is an example for the chemical change. Next one, combustion of methane. Methane is burnt in presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water, along with this energy also released. Okay, here CH4 is the chemical formula of methane. Okay, here this methane and oxygen are the reactants and their properties are entirely different from the products, that is carbon dioxide and water. Okay, here composition of the reactants are different than that of the composition of the products. Therefore we can say that in this change there is a change in the chemical composition of the reactants. Okay, so also here energy is released. Okay, if energy is released means here there is a change in temperature of the, here there is a change in temperature. Okay, actually the reactions in which energy is released, such reactions are known as exothermic reaction. Okay, whenever exothermic reaction takes place, okay, that reaction is always accompanied by increase in temperature. Because here energy is released as a result of the chemical reaction. Therefore obviously the temperature of the container in which reaction is taking place, okay, temperature of the container in which reaction is taking place will obviously increase. Okay, so similarly when energy is absorbed in a chemical reaction, such reactions are known as endothermic reaction. These endothermic reactions are always accompanied by decrease in temperature. Okay, so here the if endothermic reaction takes place, okay, in which case the endothermic reaction takes place, okay, then temperature of the container, okay, temperature of the container will decrease as a result of the chemical reaction. Okay, this is one more example. Okay, combustion of methane. Always if you take any combustion reaction or burning reactions, they are all examples for the chemical change. Okay, so far we have discussed about the examples for chemical reactions. Not chemical reactions, chemical change. Children, we have studied the physical change, chemical change and their characteristics, also examples for the chemical change and physical change. Now we will compare physical change and chemical change. Comparison between chemical change. In first column we will write chemical change. In second column we will write chemical change, physical change and chemical change. Okay, physical change involves only change in physical properties. It involves only change in physical properties of the initial substance. Okay, it involves the change in physical properties of the initial substance, or physical properties of the initial substance are changed. Okay, but chemical change involves the change in chemical composition and chemical properties of the initial substance. Chemical composition and chemical properties of the initial substance changes. Okay. In physical change, no new product is formed. But in chemical change, or chemical change is always accompanied by the formation of new product. Okay. Next one is physical change is temporary change, whereas this chemical change is permanent change. Physical change is reversible change, whereas this chemical change is irreversible change. in physical change or physical change, very little or no change in temperature, but most chemical changes are always involves change in temperature. Okay, these are the comparison between chemical change and physical change. Okay, so children, in this class we have studied about the physical change and chemical change, and try to collect 20 chemical changes and 20 physical changes that are found in your surrounding. In your surroundings. This is homework for you. Try to collect the 20 chemical changes and 20 physical changes that are found in your surroundings. Okay children, in next class we will study chemical reactions, and we will learn how to write the chemical equations, also how to balance the chemical equations. Okay, do the homework properly and listen the class and study. I will send you notes in WhatsApp.